As we continue our journey in Shimane, we will visit in one of the most important shrines in Japan, the Izumo Taisha Shrine. And here, I will also show you another beautiful old town that will transport you back to the Edo period, the TSUWANO town. Come join me as we explore another part of Shimane. So I just arrived in Izumo, and this is the Izumo Taisha Grand Shrine. So this is one of the most important shrines also in Japan, and we will find out more about it in a while. Now we're about to enter the shrine. This is called an Enmusubi shrine, and it's a shrine dedicated for relationships. It encompasses all kinds of relationships, but more specifically the romantic ones too. So it's very famous for love and marriage and finding your right partner. Welcome to the Izumo Taisha Grand Shrine. So they say that praying to the shrine is a little bit different. So instead of the usual clapping your hand twice, here in the Izumo Grand Shrine, you clap your hands 4 times, because you also pray for your partner in behalf of your partner. I find that very interesting. And it was written there that the mere fact that you were able to visit the Izumo Grand Shrine is already a blessing. And here we have also some place of worships. Beautiful. So I'm just gonna savor the moment first. It's very peaceful, not as crowded as I expected. So I'm gonna enjoy my time. So welcome everyone to INASA Beach. This is actually related also to the belief here that every October all the gods gather here and they have a congregation, so annually, to discuss the plans for the following year. So they also have a business planning strategy. That sounds very interesting to me. And yeah, so this is the INASA Beach. These are all bronze swords from 2nd century AD. And look at that, there's about like 2,000 of them. Amazing. These two are bronze bells. super recommend to stop over in Windy Farm because of all the wind farm the back, but also I had to stop because the beach is just so beautiful. Welcome to TSUWANO. So this is still technically part of Shimane, but it's almost in the border of Yamaguchi. So if you walk around here, it's very different from the central Shimane, which is like Matsue. So this one, you know that it's also a really old town and rich in history. And there's not a lot of people. I've come across maybe 5 foreigners in the town, but most of them also know how to speak Japanese. So I just wish that I could travel to more of these places. There's a lot of these towns in Japan that are very magical, rich in history. This is the TSUWANO Catholic Church. I happened to find this because a friend of mine recommended TSUWANO as a beautiful town, but only to also discover that this place, TSUWANO in general, was the place of torture for some of the Christian martyrs in the past, in the 1800s, that led to a death of a few Christian martyrs. But the town in itself is beautiful, and we're going to explore that today. I visited the TSUWANO Heritage Museum, and I really learned a lot from all the stories of Nagata-san here, who guided me through. And look at this map, which is also made by the same artist. He made a map of the whole town, and if you really zoom in, made by Korimoto-san. If you zoom into this, each of the houses has names. So this is the costume for Sagimai, and this is usually a summer festival around the area. It's called the Hiron Dance on July 20 and 27. It's actually made of wood. Yeah. Very intricate. I had the most interesting experience here in the museum. TSUWANO is a very nice town. I would really recommend it to anyone who wants to learn about Japan in the Edo period and really feel it. So I'll walk around more in the town. It has a rich history as well, connecting Christians and all these martyrs. And yeah, that's my next stop. Talked to an Oji-san today, and he said that the steam locomotive, oh, it's here, guys. It's a major event. Look at those people waiting. It has arrived, and look at this. It's a whole event over here. People were distributing the flags. Oh, what a nice experience. So this is where we're going, Otometoge Maria Seido Church. I think we have to hike a little bit. Konnichiwa. That's the area going up. I think it's a bit of a hike. So I made it here to the historical site of the martyrdom of the hidden Christians in the past, in the 1800s. So during the Meiji period, they were not allowed to continue practicing their faith, and some of the Christians from Nagasaki were brought here in TSUWANO, and I'm gonna tell you later why this is. But here, of course, there were accounts of a lot of torture so that they would give up their faith, but most of them continued. And one of the stories from the local historians today, I learned that the Vatican is actually reviewing the site in itself and the story, and some of this people in their martyrdom will be either blessed or saints. So they're currently reviewing that. So this is now the chapel. It has actually a French influence, they said. So I think one of the French priests or there was also a story about one of the martyrs said that the Virgin Mary would always talk to him every night to encourage him. Amazing view of TSUWANO town. I didn't expect to stay here for the whole day. I was supposed to just drop by here, but it's such a beautiful town. I've talked to a local historian in town and learned so much, not only about TSUWANO's history, but also Japan's history in general. So it's like a different version of Kyoto, and you could definitely feel the Edo period in here. And a lot of history also going on with related to Christianity.